Hey boys, welcome back to another Bleach Bracer video, and today we're going to have a recap on the 5th anniversary. Let's talk about it, right? So as we all know, 5th anniversary was kind of mediocre this year, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the anniversary, a quick overview and recap of what we got in this year, and also what could have been better, reflect on it, and hopefully KLab, I don't think anyone will be watching this, but maybe someone at the PR can take a note of every complaint made, whether it was my video, whether it was another content creator's video, whether it was a Reddit post or a 1-star review on the App Store. Hopefully KLab can reflect on what was bad this year and make the 6th anniversary a lot better, because unfortunately this anniversary was kind of bad, and that's kind of a trend for 2020. For some reason every gacha anniversary this year has been kind of bad. The only exception to that is, I believe, Fate and Dokkan. Grand Cross's JP's anniversary was kind of mediocre, Legends had a mediocre anniversary, Blazing is looking like they're going to have a mediocre one, and then Bleach Bracers, unfortunately, is also in that tier of having a somewhat mediocre anniversary. That being said, let's talk about what we did get this year, starting off with the banners, right? So the banners I do want to focus on a bit, because as good as an anniversary may be, whether we get thousands and thousands of free orbs or a very good farming event, if the banner sucks, that's what's remembered. Whenever anyone talks about an anniversary, they don't really talk about the events, they talk about the banner. Look at the 1st anniversary. No one mentioned the event we got, they always talk about the banner. So unfortunately for us, these banners sucked. It's just how it is. It's really, really bad, and it makes no sense, and it really shows the lack of respect KLab have for the player base if they think this is okay for a 5th anniversary. As you all know, maybe you don't know, the step-up model for this anniversary was actually very, very bad, because it was worse than the normal one. This step-up model is from last year. Since 2020, we have slowly gotten better anniversaries. Since 2020, we have slowly gotten better step-ups, right? Prior to 2020, we only ever got step-ups on the 5th anniversary, so having a guaranteed 5-star on step 6 was actually very, very good. But since then, times have changed, and now it's actually kind of bad, because normal banners give you discount on step 1, 2, 6, and 7, and give you a guaranteed 5-star on step 5 and 10. And actually, the All Asia banner, the one that released right before the anniversary, was actually an amazing banner, and that should have been our anniversary banner, the step-up model at least, right? So if you don't know how that banner did work, it was discount on step 1, 2, 6, 7, 11, and 12. You were guaranteed a 5-star on step 5 and 10, and then you were guaranteed a featured 5-star character, so one of the free banner characters, aka a pity system, on step 15. Very, very good. That would have been amazing for this anniversary. Many people would have walked away with at least one new character, because I know some people did drop. One of my boys dropped around 5k plus orbs and didn't get a single anniversary character for both part 1 and 2. I, myself included, I did drop 5k orbs on part 1 and only then got my first Byakuya. Didn't get Ichigo, and it took me 5k orbs, which is insane, right? If we had a guaranteed on step 15, I would have been actually fairly happy, and I would have had a lot more orbs for other banners. But maybe that's a good thing for KLab. They want us to actually spend more on this game, and having a guaranteed banner character might be a bit too much. But I do hope that kind of sticks for the future, whether it's 2021 and they make a change. I do think this is the future step-up model for a healthy game, in my opinion. Another thing about this banner that I did want to mention was the fact that the free banner characters had a 0.5 rate, and then the filler characters had like a 0.46 rate. It was a bit lower than the actual free banner characters, and this basically meant KLab could put a lot more fillers in the banner and don't affect the main free characters' rate. So I'm not sure whether people would like that or not. Maybe if they added more fillers, it would mean they could add better fillers, and also, since it doesn't increase the main free banner character rates, you can't really complain about them having 20 fillers in a banner when you're mainly going for the big free, right? The 3 new banner characters. So the anniversary banners definitely could have been a lot better. Having a guaranteed on step 6 and only step 6 is disrespectful. Having the 5th anniversary step up start out at 3% is absolutely disrespectful. It's terrible, and this hopefully shouldn't be a thing for the 6th anniversary. I can only hope KLab reflect on this banner and make it better. That being said, as for the characters this year, they were actually fairly impressive, and I'm a fan of all of them. 5th anniversary Ichigo, amazing, very, very cool and unique. Same goes for Byakuya, more unique than Ichigo. Really, really good. I'm a fan of it. Both of them are amazing. Can't really complain about that. For the part 2 of the anniversary with Drugum, Uryu, and Basby, 3 solid characters. Drugum being the cancer of PvP. I know he's very, very broken, and maybe don't like him, especially if you don't have him, but I do think he's actually a very cool character, and it stayed true to the manga. I'm a fan of it. I like the way they built him, but I will admit it is quite broken and a bit unfair. Uryu is an okay character. I would say probably top 10 in tech, but the main thing about him and the cool thing about him and the unique thing is that status element reversal skill that he does have. Amazing, very, very cool, very unique. I love when KLab do stuff like that. And in Basby, it's just a solid speed character. He doesn't really have anything unique about him, which makes him, I guess, the most boring of the 3, but hey, it's Basby. He's cool and he's good. So that's basically all there is to talk about for the banners. Definitely could have been a lot better, very disappointing, and had they been good, probably people wouldn't have complained for this anniversary, even if we did get some quote-unquote lackluster events. Moving on to the events, let's talk about it. So the events this year were okay. I'd say we got some good events, but we definitely could have got something more. I feel like we lacked just one more thing to make a good event for this anniversary. So let's go over it. First, we had the 5th anniversary point event, was actually fairly nice. We did get a special move source. The first time we got one from a point event in the last 6 months. I don't know why they're this rare. They shouldn't be this rare. It makes no sense. Paid players can't even outright buy one. We have to wait 3 months to get a paid one. It was absolutely insane. It doesn't break the game in my opinion. They should give them out at least monthly. One a month isn't broken. I don't know why Caleb don't do that, but it is what it is, I guess. Another thing to mention actually is the fact that these special move sources are supposed to combat the fact that characters are limited and hard to pull for or get dupes of them. But the problem is these special move sources are rarer than the actual characters themselves. I have actually gotten more limited characters, you know, reruns and stuff, than I have gotten a mind special move source. We gotten one in the last 6 months, and we won't get another mind special move source for at least the next year or two, unless they change it up. So special move source was nice, but definitely could hopefully in the future be a lot more common. As for this point event, we did get the 5th anniversary coin, which was quite nice to see. I guess it's just a collection item, not really anything too special. But the good thing about this event was the amount of points it dropped. It was actually increased more so than the normal events. If you had the Bonanza Pass, you were actually able to get around 90 to 100k points a run every 5 tickets. It was actually very good. A lot of people were actually farming this a lot and walked away with a lot of new golden slash T-set accessories, myself included. I did actually get one. I know some people went to like a 200 million points, walked away with a lot of new ones. So it was actually a fairly good event. I can't really complain about that. I actually did like it. We also had another point event for the 1000 Year Blood War. This right here is just okay. It was just a normal point event. Actually, I do want to mention the 5th anniversary point event did have one bad thing, and that was the fact that it gave a 4-star Byakuya that wasn't new. That's the only complaint I can have for this event. Everything else about it was actually fairly perfect, so I'm not really complaining about that, but it would have been nice if we did get a 4-star character. Makes no sense why we didn't get a new one. I don't know who decided that, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. So going back to the 1000 Year point event, this was nothing special. We didn't get anything new. It was just a normal end of month point event. So whether that was a good or bad thing, I don't know. But it was nice to have back-to-back point events, you know, within a week of apart. It allowed us to get some extra orbs, so I'm a fan of it. Moving on to the 5th anniversary Senkamon, this was actually a fairly decent surprise. One complaint I will say about this was the fact that we got it on the 5th of August. This should have been out the second the 5th anniversary started. I don't know why it didn't. And I believe they also mentioned that it was going to drop alongside the part 1 anniversary on stream during the Banka Live. I'm not too sure about that. I think I remember that, but unfortunately we didn't get it for the first part. Many people, I remember when this anniversary did start, people said, is that it? Where's like the 5th anniversary Senkamon? Where's the stuff to farm? There isn't really anything to do. So that definitely could have been a lot better if this dropped on the part 1 of the anniversary and not on the 5th of August. I guess that's the only complaint I can have about that. Everything else about the 5th anniversary Senkamon was actually very good. I liked it. The maps for the 5th anniversary tower was actually really cool and nice. It was actually very fun to play through with that first hour or two trying to go through it. And another thing is that we actually did get a new character for this Senkamon. Now, whether that was for the 5th anniversary or not, it doesn't really matter. It dropped during the 5th anniversary, so it was actually nice to see it. It was Ichigo in a school outfit. He's actually a fairly decent character and actually a very good link. So the 5th anniversary Senkamon was actually nice. The 5th anniversary point event was nice. The 1000 Year point event, just mediocre, just normal, really, anything too special. And then the last one, I guess, is the Jinta event. We got that once a day. Could give you some extra rewards. It was alright. Nothing too bad, nothing too special. It was okay. From me, it was pretty much guaranteed 25 sold tickets, so it was alright. It was alright. Another event that we did get that I forgot to mention just now was the Boss Rush and the 1000 Year Blood War story. The 1000 Year Blood War story was actually nice to play through for the first time. It did give us around 250 orbs, so I liked it. And also a good thing about this was that it actually had some unique character models in this. So similar to the Khan for Yord story, where we have Aura as a versatile boss, we have the same thing here with Asnot and Krogi, or OP, the jailer basically, the Quincy jailer, right? Those two models are actually in game now, which you can actually see, which is actually kind of nice to see them, right? Now that might hint at the fact that they're going to be in the next 1000 Year Blood banner. I don't know, but I would expect them sometime soon. Maybe the next one, maybe the one after, but their models are in game, which obviously means Caleb are working on them. So the story mode was good. I liked it. I'm a fan of it. But the bad thing was the boss rush. The boss rush is terrible. It might as well not even be an event. It gave like 25 orbs and a super editing brush. I guess it's good for beginners because it is fairly easy. A day 1 account can actually beat this. It was really boring though, and it was nothing different. There was a reason why they stopped them, because they weren't good events. They brought them back. It was nice to see it brought back, but it's a really bad event. I can't say anything good about it. And honestly, they should have upped the rewards. If they did that, that would have been amazing. But yeah, unfortunately, they didn't do that. Event-wise, this boss rush was quite lackluster. And then another thing to talk about is the Epic Raid Con event. So this was the quiz that we got just before the anniversary. I did want to include it because it's somewhat related to it, right? It literally came out like 4 days before the anniversary. This was nice. This allowed new players to get a free pet that they might not have access to because you have to get level 30 to get your first pet. And also, it's Con. It was actually fairly fun to play around with, answering the questions on stream and stuff. I liked it for like the first day and didn't really touch it after that, but I still rock Con to this day. Con's my favorite pet in this game, and I think it's everyone's favorite pet because it's Con. It's one of the more cooler ones. So I like it. I like it. Another thing I do want to mention is actually the Choose a Epic Raid boss. That was nice. We haven't got it yet. We probably won't get it for another 6 months, but hey, it's cool that we had an option to vote for it. And then I guess the last event to talk about is this lottery thing right here, the Attribute Formation Lottery. Now, I do want to say this was an upgrade from last year. Last year, I believe you got it right, you only got yourself 25 orbs. This year, if you won, you got yourself 505 orbs. Absolutely insane, and I'm hella jealous of everyone that did win it. Unfortunately, I didn't, but hey, if you won this, 500 orbs for free is not something to laugh at. That's actually very good in KLab standards. They don't ever do that, so that was a good thing. Unfortunately, it was RNG related, whether people got it or not. But hey, it was nice to see. So now that we talked about the events were kind of okay. Could have been a lot better, could have been a lot worse. We should have had some kind of co-op farmable event. And we also should have gotten 2 times pot drop rate in IZ. That would have probably saved the anniversary. That being said, let's talk about the 2 specific anniversary related stuff regarding these summonings. So this was the Choose a 6-star and also the free multis. Even this could have been a lot better. The Choose a 6-star, I will say, is quite perfect. They didn't change it from last year, and I guess that's a good thing because the system worked. It's actually very, very good. If you're a veteran, you're able to pick 10 characters of your choice, and you get 1 random character of the 10, which pretty much guarantees you a new character. And for veterans, that's actually very good because we don't always have that option, right? For new players, it pretty much guarantees you a new, very good character, so it does kickstart your career of Bleach Bracers, I guess. So it was okay. Choose 6-star was actually nice. Can't really complain about that. But what I will complain about is the free multis. This could have been a lot better. What I would have done, so if you don't know actually, this only had premium characters. It had a 3% rate, I believe. I think it might have been lower. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say 3%. And you were guaranteed a 5-star on step 10. What I would have done is made it so it had seasonal characters. It had a 5% rate for the 5th anniversary. Have it be guaranteed a 5-star on step 1 and 10, and also include the 5th anniversary characters. Now, that isn't too much to ask for, honestly, because of how many characters would be in this filler pool. The chance of actually getting an anniversary Ichigo or Byakuya is insanely low, but it can happen, and I'm sure 1 or 2 people out of 20,000 probably would have gotten that if that was the case. Unfortunately, KLab don't want to do that, and they can show that they can somewhat do that, right? 6 months ago, when we got the last free multis, I believe, it had a guaranteed on step 1 and 10, and it did have seasonal characters as well, so that was actually very, very good. Unfortunately, KLab didn't want to do that this year, and instead they wanted to give us a downgrade and only had 1 guaranteed on step 10. Only had premium characters, and it was actually just kind of bad. It was quite a boring free multi. I wasn't really excited waking up in the morning to pull on this banner. It was quite boring, honestly. So for new players, it might have been cool, but for many people, it was just pretty much 10 golden showers or 9 golden showers and 1 disappointing dupe. So that being said, now let's talk about the packs. So I do want to talk about the packs because they could have also made them better this year too. So 6 months ago, again, for New Year's, they have shown that they can do some good packs. In that pack 6 months ago, it was $80, 585 orbs, and you were guaranteed a 5-star of your choice of the selection they did give. And there were some good characters in there. Now, I believe it was only premium characters, but it did have a good set of characters. I remember picking it up and buying Koga because I did think it was worth it. He was new at the time, and I think they should do that again. I don't know why they didn't do it for this year. Really disappointing that they didn't, and it just sucks, really. This pack right here, the 585 packs, aren't really worth it. The filler characters in both of the packs were terrible. The actual 5-star accessory tickets weren't even guaranteed goldens or T sets, and they should be, in my opinion, if you're spending £80. These accessories shouldn't be that rare. Same goes for some normal accessory banner summons and normal tickets. These accessories are way too rare for what they are. You only really need golden chappies in PvP. You can live without the T set. You can live without the cape fastener. You don't need them. You don't need the Yukis or Purples. You only really, in my opinion, need the golden chappies. So it really sucks that they're this rare. And even when you're paying $80, KLab don't even want to give you a guaranteed one. And when they do that, if they ever decide to do that, it's too bad because you might get a Yuki or Pupples. So it's really, really bad. One thing I will say about these packs that was good was the first one, the starter one for the 5th anniversary, part 1, where it was only £5 for a guaranteed 5-star character. That was nice. For Bleach Bracelet standards, I liked it. You don't really ever get that too often, so I bought it. I actually did get a new character. I actually really, really did like that one. And then the last thing I guess to talk about is the new Resurrection characters. This one was the Broken banner, and it did include 2nd anniversary Ichigo. All 3 characters got really good upgrades, and the 2nd anniversary Ichigo got an amazing upgrade, and it was actually very nice to see him get upgraded for this anniversary. And I'm looking forward to next year when we get the 3rd anniversary Aaroniero resurrection, because that's kind of exciting. Ichigo got a very good one, and I kind of hope Aaroniero gets the same kind of treatment. So that's basically everything we got for the 5th anniversary. It was somewhat mediocre. If I was to rate it out of 10, I would probably give it a 4.5. There were some good things. The attribute formation lottery, the point event was nice, the 5th anniversary Senkamon, the resurrections, the choose a 6-star was nice, the Con Epic Raid event was nice. Everything else, the banners, some of the events, you know, the boss rush, the other point event, the packs, were all just bad. We're all just very, very bad. And also Tadro is just, you know, it's whatever. So for this anniversary to be a 10 out of 10, all we really needed was a better banner, made the packs better, make it choose a 6-star, make the free multis guaranteed on step 1 and 10. Also give us a co-op event to actually farm, to actually make us like play the game a lot more throughout the day, and also give us double drop rate in IZ. That would have been amazing. That would have made the anniversary 10 out of 10, but unfortunately K-Lab don't want to do that. So that's basically all it is to the video, just a quick reflection. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this anniversary. What would you give it out of 10? What would you change? What did you like? What did you dislike? I'm curious to know. And I'm sure many of you have some negative opinions, and that's fair. Hopefully K-Lab can see this, they can see all the backlash from the community, and make sure that 6th anniversary is a good anniversary worth celebrating. That being said, the next big celebration is going to be the 50 million downloads, which should happen sometime next month or the month after, which I'm kind of hoping is going to be big, because this only happens once, right? Last time we got a good download celebration was the 30 million, and I do hope they go big for this one. So that being said, that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you lads in the next one. Peace.